Good morning. School is back, and I'm booking school interviews. It's going to be exciting times. Hey, darling.
Yes.
See what Miss 15's been up to at school? Dun dun dun. No, she's been getting some quite good marks, so I have a little faith, just a little faith. What are your thoughts?
I hope we don't hear anything bad.
What happened? Friday, I was let loose at the shops by myself, bought some new sheets and new duvet cover, and
Friday, Friday.
And then put my back out on the way out of the store. It just went, so I was a bit fecked. So I've been a bit fecked for a couple of days. I am walking now.
Yeah.
First day was great, wasn't it, darling? Me sobbing on the lounge floor because I couldn't get up. Trolley came in handy though.
Yeah, we use this as somewhat of a Zimmer frame.
So I stood on holding onto it like Tony was, and Tony stood on the front so it wouldn't escape on me, and got me up the hallway to the bed.
Yeah.
That was great. So I'm in fucking a lot of pain, but I'm here working to prove I care and love our business. Would I rather be in bed? Yes. But do I have to start moving? Yes.
I'm sure you'll be back in bed soon enough. We didn't get too many orders.
No, so we're going to do some shipping.
I think there's like 3 trade me orders and there's about 6 or 7 Bricklink ones. So not too many, which is good. It means that I can get through this relatively quickly, and then I can actually start doing some work on other bits and pieces that require it. Yesterday I finished off a pile of Lego that I had sitting there for a while, like I said I would. Once the kids were gone, it was easy enough for me to smash over, and now I've got another little pile to do, and then I'll probably get this in there somewhere as well so I can clear that up.
Is that their friend stuff?
Yep.
Fuck's sake.
Well, I need to move all the stuff before I can actually move all the drawers, and then I can actually put it into stock.
Can you move the trolley? Those are my, I'm not getting up to show you, those are my 8 sets.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll move that way.
I've got for this week. Do you want to?
Yep, so this week we're going to do one of these.
Green dino. Now we have done that one before, but all the pieces sold really well.
Yeah.
And Tony double sold the fucking bowling set.
Yeah, we double sold the bowling.
Wait, you?
Yeah, the bowling part. So I've got to open that up today and actually grab that out for a customer. I've got this one here.
It's our last Harry Potter set we've got floating around.
Yeah, we had quite a lot of them. So
Ninjago.
this one here. Was that the?
No, we've already got one of them.
Yeah. Bit of Super Mario. Got a couple of these, so I'm going to be getting the other one done too. So there's going to be a bit of stock this week because we have a few double ups here.
Yeah, so that one.
With these 2
Carefully
of this
turning
one.
is down there.
Yeah, there's 2 of this one. This one here, we've got 4
of
that.
that one. A funny story behind that set.
Oh yeah, we bought this with the
because we needed the net. We accidentally sold a net that we didn't have.
Yeah, I needed a 10 by 10 net, and I for a set that I'd sold, and I didn't have it anymore. So I bought this set. The first one I bought, I paid retail even.
Yeah, like full price retail just to fulfill the order.
Yeah, just to get the order out, because to me that's more important. And I thought, well, I'll just part out the rest of the set at some point, and I put it aside. And it's probably been like a year,
if not more. Yeah,
but we've got for a whole year. This one's the one that's open, so this is the one that I grabbed out.
Oh, 4, so there's 3 there.
Yeah, so I'll be parting out the whole lot at once, which is going to be great. And then there's this one here. I got 3 of these as well. I've done this set before, but I'm going to do it again.
2 there.
So that'll add the piece count up, which is great. You're not doing Majestic Tiger at all, are you?
No, he's not a...
He hasn't got anything that you want.
Nah, him and his pink bum hole.
I'll probably put him over here too, because that'll add to the parts as well.
I was going to use them as giveaways, but...
Nah, they're too expensive, I think.
Okay, what's my last one on my lot? Don't put them there.
Yeah, I'll grab them out and I'll do them. And a nice friends one.
Yeah, and then our giveaway for this week's market is just a little Mario set.
Little set, but I quite like the set. It's got like this little scientist dude.
Okay, so you need to come closer. I'm not moving, sorry people.
And on the back it's sort of what it does. I think it's quite cool. Yeah,
so it's a little giveaway set this week. So I'll take a photo of that, post her up.
Yeah, so we'll have that on time this week, which is good. I should probably, hopefully, if I get on a good run today, I'll open all of them sets up today. Can't promise anything, but that's what I'm aiming for. I'm hoping to.
If someone's not using my computer, I don't
think you're doing much
maybe
work
we'll
today,
try
to be
and
honest.
do some work.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Maybe I can just, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Probably the photos out of you today for the last lot would probably be the best thing.
Yeah, it's true.
So then I can get rid of it properly.
Fucking parallelogram.
But yeah, no, that's not too much over the weekend, which is good. So it's going to mean we can get into things quite quickly and start getting on top of things again, which is good.
Yeah, because those have been sitting there for a few weeks now.
Yeah, they've been sitting there way too long.
And you've got photos, I've done those.
Yeah, I'll probably get some done today, just to get rid of some of them at least. But yeah.
Yeah, so we'll crack on with shipping, and I will take some painkillers.
Yep. Alrighty, it's Monday night. Just after dinner, I spent the day sort of getting on top of things. I finally got rid of my long list of minifigures here. They're all uploaded to the store. I got through a ton of minifigures today into the Trade Me store, which was great. I haven't quite got to parting these sets out yet, but I did the Majestic Tiger set. I parted out a couple of those. There's some of the pieces there. And I'm slowly working through these. I'm going to do these tonight just so I can get a clear bench for the morning. Trying to sort of upload around about at least 1,000 parts every single day at the moment. That's Monday to Sunday, to really catch up on my uploads, because everything seems to be going backwards in terms of the store size. We had a big week where we sold a whole lot. Haven't really been able to get back on top of it, so yeah, I'll probably try and get 1,000 pieces at least every single day for the next few weeks to see if I can get things going again. But for now, I'm going to try and get those in to finish my day off. Alrighty, Tuesday morning, 4:49 a.m. I'm up early. I usually do this about once a week. Just sort of wake up in the night and decide to start working. I'm going to be working on this morning. I'm not sure how far I'll get through. Just want to put a bit of a dent in it. Obviously, kick over my 1,000 pieces I need in the store for the day. Probably more, judging by that. There's about 3,700 parts. The print's finished. More dividers. I'll be doing some stock relocation as well, because my drawer's getting a bit empty, and I haven't yet sort of moved any of the parts around that have, say, 1 or 2 bits in a drawer, and condense them down. So I'll be doing a little bit of that, a little bit of this this morning, just quietly pottering away, getting into the workload. Not a big order day yesterday on not a big order day on Trade Me and Bricklink yesterday. I probably put up maybe 50 or 60 listings on Trade Me. I'm going to put up a few more again today, and I'll probably put a few more up again in a few days, because we have our Wednesday market, sorry. So yeah, so that's my job this morning. I'm going to make myself a coffee, sort of get set in and start pottering away at putting some Lego. I have some used stuff on the lounge floor. That was from last week. It's completely dry. Bricks and plates. I'm going to be looking at what a few other bigger Bricklink stores have been doing. What they do is they get these used lots and they separate the bricks and the plates and stuff, and they just keep piling them up, and then once they get to a point, they decide to go, okay, I'm gonna break down this bucket of plates to the colors and sizes and whatnot else, and upload it in one big upload. I can see the benefits of that being that it would be less time consuming when you have a lot more in the long run. So it's something I'm going to have a bit of a think about. I'm probably not going to start stockpiling today. I'm probably going to look at the Minecraft lot on the lounge floor and just see what sort of categories I can break things down to create these bins to stockpile in future, and better ways to upload, because used is something that I haven't really cracked on uploading, the timings, the speed and stuff like that, and making it worthwhile.
new is fairly easy. Used is one of those things that takes a little bit more time to figure out. I have got a couple of methods that do seem to work when lots come along, depending on how they look. But yeah, it's been one of those things that sort of itched at me for a while. And for me, I want to, in terms of our store size, I mean, we've only got about maybe not even maybe 10% of our store is used, and I want that to completely expand. But you know, it's one of those things. Just got to always keep moving forward and figuring things out. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to get stuck into this morning. I'm gonna first up, I'm gonna hit this new stuff and get my 1,000 parts in. So by that logic, I should be down to about 3,000. Well, I should be down to 2,700 parts left lying in that pile after I'm finished what I'm doing. But we'll see how we go. We might get more, might get a little bit less. I'm not sure, but we'll see how we go. Alrighty, 7:09. Got a good chunk done. Just about out of drawers. I'm at a good stopping point, and I've near almost done my 1,000 parts. I'd say I might have passed it, might not have. Can't remember the exact figure there, but I've at least done 900. I'll be looking to hit that again today, but I've got to relocate some drawers so I can free up some drawers. So that's probably my next port of call. But yeah, did a good hit this morning, and then I'm going to stop for breakfast and then probably come out for shipping.
Happy Tuesday morning. I'm still fucked. But I managed to do some work yesterday standing at the bench in the kitchen because it's higher. So I managed to take all the photographs of all the minifigures. That some of them were down there. Some of them were from the market on Thursday. But yeah, then back to bed for an hour. And then up. And then back to bed, and it was, yeah. It worked. I feel a lot better, but drove Ella to school this morning, and yeah, no, that's not happening. So I think it'll be quite a lot the same today. I've got market stuff to do. What else have I got to do?
That's about it. Like, I've got a little bit of shipping. I think we've
Yeah.
got
Four
orders on Bricklink and 1 order on Trade Me, but I'm just putting away some of the stuff I sorted this morning.
Yeah. Sitting hurts. So Tony yesterday built me a bench up on top of that bench out of a spare piece of wood in a container. The hoary bench, but it worked. We sold Indiana Jones as soon as Tony listed him yesterday. He was sold within a few hours, so that was cool. But yeah, just a couple small. One of them's pick up, one of the Bricklink orders.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for them to get back in touch with me about just payment and stuff, and I'll pick it all this morning, so it won't matter either way. Like, best/worst case scenario is that they pay today and we've already sorted it out. But yeah, he's usually pretty good. He's a little bit of a regular now. He's a local that lives in Waikanae, so the next town over.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
As you can see, I haven't even looked at the orders this morning.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of regulars now that are local, which is really good. I think that shipping is starting to creep in a little bit, and people are becoming aware of how expensive it is to ship.
The site's looking very full.
Yep, yeah, we're just about out of drawers, so that's one of my jobs today, is to do a bit of relocating.
Reconciliation.
Yeah, that's it, that's the word.
A couple of sticky yardies because they don't fit, but
We're always, I think, going to have sticky yardies.
Why is the minifigure drawer sticking out?
I'm not 100% sure whether I was too lazy to put it in or not yesterday. I don't know. So I've just got to type in the number to see, to do my investigation of it, because I only just touched that drawer yesterday, so I'm not sure whether I left it out for a reason.
Yeah, Tony was on school drop-off and pick-up yesterday for Miss Ella.
23. Yeah, that was fun.
So that was entertaining.
She was yakking my ear off.
Ella's a very quiet person. She's fun to have a laugh with, but she's a very quiet person. And she always turns the radio down as we get to college for the drop-off. It's real funny. So Tony was going to crank some...
Two-pack. I was going to have my two-pack going, and... No,
he made the right choice there. He didn't do it.
Yeah, it was only a joke.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it.
But yeah,
Still funny, though.
Yeah. But she's good. She's got, so she's had 4 weeks off because she had 2 weeks of COVID and then 2 weeks school holidays here. And then we just found out tomorrow she's got a 15-minute interview with one of her teachers, and that's it for the day.
Part-timers, I tell you.
So that'll be entertaining. We'll go see how good she's going. But yeah, so we'll crack on with shipping. Anything else you'd like to add, my darling?
No, not really. Things are going alright. Yeah, I'm just going to crack on with my I had a vlog this morning. I was just putting away the stuff. I did my 1,000 parts already today, more or less. But I'm going to, obviously it's only like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm definitely going to be putting in more, so I'll definitely break 1,000 today, which is good.
Why were you up so early, darling? Is that because your magnificent partner wouldn't stop snoring?
Yeah, yep. Snorlax over here.
Yeah.
Decided.
Because my back,
I'm to get up.
struggling to sleep, so when I do sleep I'm snoring. But that's okay. He still loves me, everyone. Don't you?
Sometimes. I've got to get the iPad.
Alright. Yeah, so we'll crack on with shipping and I'll touch base if I do anything else.
It's about 12:30. Let's have a look. Yep, 12:30 exactly. On Tuesday afternoon. I had to go and get some more baggies. We are pretty much out because Pip's back sore. I had to do the run down to Otaki to go get them. A couple of things happened with that. One thing is they gave us the wrong bag, which was lovely. Not the first time we've done it. Really annoying because it's like a 20-25 minute drive to go get them. So now Pip's going to go up after school and go grab those. Second thing to come out of that is we've decided to go with another supplier because we don't want to really pay for the gas to keep fixing their mistakes. One thing we could do is just double check before we leave the shop, but me being as unexperienced about shipping and Pip sort of deals with that sort of thing, yeah, it's wasn't a great mix today, so that was unfortunate, but we've actually found a cheaper supplier and we can buy 10 times the amount. We can buy a box of 1,000 instead of 100, so that's great. And it's shipped to our door, so no gas. So that was a good thing to come out of that situation. One of the sets for the Wednesday market is going to be this one here, the Lloyd's Legendary Dragon. We've done this set before, so I parted it out before. Piece count's not too bad, about just over 700 each. That's 3 sets obviously, and the price isn't too bad. A few bits and pieces missing from this because we've usually we opt to put all the Wednesday market sets together and I put them in one gigantic pile, but this is all sets. All these sets are just one of each set. So there's 8 different sets, one of each set, and it all gets condensed. This here, obviously to save time, the fastest way to part out a set if you've got multiples is do it all at the same time. So I've got 3 sets of the same one. So I opted to do it this way. I've taken out everything that's to do with the market and put it aside, and I'm just going to delete it or possibly change the tab of everything that's missing out of here and go through that. But it means potentially another couple of 1,000 pieces for the upload. So it's going to be a really good day. Then I've got to get back into the market stuff. I've got 4 of another set, which is a police boat set. I think there's only a couple of 100 pieces in each one, but obviously with 4 there's about 800 total. So yeah, it's looking like a good day. So I'm going to crack into this and carry on. Okay. 3:02. I've probably maybe 2/3 gone through this. Just got the last third to go. I stopped for maybe an hour and a half for some scones, but made some cheese scones. They were really nice, so stopped for that. Somewhat of a lunch break, and I also parted out set 60277, which is a police set. And I found we had 4 of these. 3 of them had this piece here, and one of them had this piece here. And we got one set. I've got one set in particular, probably, must have been, hold on a sec. That's better. We got one set a while ago. It was a long time ago. Probably when the set maybe first came out, well, the year it first came out, which might have been 2021. Not 100% sure. If I do a quick search on here, I might be able to figure it out. What's that say? Yeah, 2021. So we got one closer to the start of when it first came out. My assumption is that that's the set that these different pieces are from. Looking in Brick Store, I punch in the set, part it out like normal, 4 sets. No reference to this piece at all. I actually prefer the piece. It's meant to sit on a safe, which is quite cool. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of digging to figure out what it is. I'm sure it's not going to take too long. Probably able to find the number on the back of the piece if I look hard enough, and be able to get it. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Has anyone else sort of had this thing where maybe it's the time gap, maybe it's certain sets? In the past I know that they have releases in different areas and they've had slightly different pieces. I have noticed that before. I've noticed when I've put the set in to Brick Store, it's given me the option. I can choose either or. It sort of comes up as counterparts, which is cool. But yeah, no mention of this piece whatsoever in the the set, the inventory, anything of that nature. So won't be hard to actually amend the problem and find a solution. But yeah, I just thought it was a funny, weird one. So I've actually, while I stopped for lunch, I had some scones and I parted the set out into colours. One of the other things that I thought I'd mention as well, the boats that come out of that set. If I flick you, quite big. Yeah, they're quite big. So the other thing with that is, and it's a few pieces as well where we've had this issue with shipping. Obviously, the bigger the envelope, the package, the more it's going to cost. We have a sort of a one size fits all for shipping across the board. We charge $6. On our Trade Me store, we charge a little bit more for larger items. This would fit into that category, and this is probably where that big boat's going to go into the Trade Me store. But let me know what maybe the other ideas on what other people might do when it comes to larger items. And I know instruction booklets is one. They can get pretty sizable. What are the solutions you might use to that? Maybe one solution off the top of my head is you provide the customer with the invoice, and what would happen there is that they will place the order, and I know there's an option to do this on Bricklink where they place the order and then you tell them how much shipping it's going to cost, and by giving them a new invoice, so you do the calculation in the middle, gives you that time. For me, I don't like that option too much. I like being able to put through speed quicker, and I sort of just wear those bits and pieces that are bigger. For me, it's all much of a muchness, but other people might have issues here. I know it has been an issue at times in the past where more bigger items have been sold all at once, but yeah, overall it's not too big of an issue. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you sort of have similar thoughts or how you might avoid those sort of problems or have a solution to that sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to crack on, finish the set, and then I'm going to get into the police boat patrol set that I just talked about. We've got 4 of those going in. So if I get all of that in, I'm shaping up to probably have maybe 4,000 parts in the store in one day. So yeah, it's going pretty good today. Alright, so that's the set all finished up. Oh, well, the screen has a hernia. That was the end result. 2 1 parts. Happy with that. Not too much on the new parts front of things. I wasn't too long ago that I actually parted out a few of these, so I knew I wouldn't have too many of these, but it's good to get some of that stock in the other drawers too that already existed. So I'm going to upload that and get into the next one. Okay, I've done it all. not too bad. Just one weird thing. This was in one of the sets. Never seen anything like it, so it must be a bit of a day for weird things. Yeah, brand new part was in one of the boxes. It's not even to the set. Don't know where it came from. Don't know how it ended up that way. But yeah, just quickly, I look over at my printer. 68% printing some more dividers, 60 at a time. We're just about out of filament, and I haven't got another roll that's red. I won't let it record at finishing, because what happens is it makes a really loud squealing noise, like beeping, to alert me if I'm not near the printer that it's run out of filament. But seeing as I haven't got any of these, I'm going to have to change it over to something else. So it's going to be a two-tone sort of divider. This is just the filament that came with the printer. It's sort of like a 200 gram sort of demo type one, just a white, nothing special. It's sort of been sitting around, but I'm going to chuck that on and finish that up. So that'll look interesting, white and reds. But listen for Tony, make sure you have some filament ordered, because it's going to be a couple of days before it comes here anyway, so that's going to be fun. But yes, not a bad day, about 4,000 parts. I'm going to hit the upload button on this one, and what are we at? 5 o'clock exactly. I'll call it a day, because it's been a real long one, obviously. But yeah, that's a good sized day for me, I think. On to the next day.
Good morning. We're late today because we slept in, because Ella has no college, because she has her parent interview today. 5 orders on Bricklink.
5, 6. Yeah, one of the two.
So you get shipping done, and then I've got a hell of a lot of work to do. My back's feeling better today. Excuse me. Someone just makes noise. There we go. My back's feeling a hell of a lot better today. So I've got a shit ton of work to do. So I've got my computer for the day. And someone has to use, oh, so lumpy.
Yeah,
The
but it's okay.
Yeah, so we'll get that done. And I will update you with what the market looks like when it's all organised. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. I've had a good day today, so I'll be doing a couple of things today. I'll probably get a lamp for the bench over there, so I can see my black pieces better and stuff.
Yeah.
Darker pieces, because the lighting, it's okay, but it could be better. So
When he's working at night on this bench, there's like no lighting.
Well, there is, but it's not as good as it can be. So,
but yeah,
that's pretty much me, and I'll carry on with what I'm doing.
Yeah, alright, I'll talk to you soon.
It's nearly lunchtime, and we've got a couple of extra orders in. So I'm going to go ahead and pick these. One's paid, this one here. This one hasn't paid, but they're doing bank transfer, so that may come through before the courier arrives. But I'll pick these and potentially get them out on the courier today. There we go, all picked. 71 of these, huge amount there. Still got plenty there though. I had that in some sort of overflow bin, which was cool, so I was able to restock the drawer. Yeah, not too many parts. And this one's here's polar opposite, smaller pieces, all sort of dot-like pieces. So yeah, they're all picked and ready to be packed up and shipped out. Alright, Thursday, no, it's Wednesday, Wednesday afternoon. I decided to get this thing. Now, this is not the end sort of idea, I don't think. Well, it might be. I'm thinking about actually mounting it to the wall of some sorts. But anyway, the idea behind it is to, while I've been sorting out here, the darker colours such as the blacks, the dark greys, dark blue, but harder to sort through. And the lighting, it's alright, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. And when I sort of hover over here looking at pieces, I make it darker by having shadow, because the light's sort of just above me. That makes it a lot better. Now, obviously, it's sort of centered more there.
The idea would be to either A, get a bigger lamp. I just wanted to sort of buy a cheapie to see if I could do what sort of job it could do, if it could do exactly what I wanted it to do. The next idea would be A, either buying a better lamp with a longer stand, if you will, or either that or just open up the bottom and see where the wires are, and obviously screw 2 holes through it and screw it into the stud, and make it sort of like a working station which I could turn a light on so I could see what I've got in front of me a bit better to help me pick, well, to sort better for the blacks and the dark greys and the blues and the dark blues and stuff like that, and in general probably help sort other colours too. But those are the issue colours. These 2 orders here I picked. I think they've both been paid for, but they missed the courier. After I actually picked them, the courier came and went, so it's all good. It means my job's done for tomorrow morning. At the moment, I'm just going to go through and do some stock relocation, just adjusting the drawers, squeezing more in, getting some more drawers back for my stock. I've got a bit more to do, and I've done this week's amount too over here, so that's ready to go. The market's ready for tonight. I don't know if Pip blogged about it. But yeah, actually, I don't think she did, so I might take you out there now. Alright, so here's the market. Just, a bit of everything. I like that Super Mario Dolphin. It was pretty cool. It's just some bits and pieces. All on the newer side this week, which is cool. Yeah, so we'll see how much we sell. Got a big dyno in there. Yes, all pretty much on the newer side. We had a few used bits, but nothing that major. Found those pieces last week out of that lot there. They're from like 1970, or like 1978 or something like that. But yeah, really old, really unique. But yeah, so that was a bit of education for me. But yeah, there's the market. Okay, we're at the end of Wednesday, more or less. It's my pile of Lego. I'm trying to do 1,000 pieces a day input, and I've done nothing today in terms of input. So I'm going to get this down to hopefully 1,700 or run out of drawers. Hopefully the drawers will last for that long, but they may not. I reconciled some stuff, moved some stuff around, so you can see C and D have holes, so they're a bit more condensed, but yeah, we'll see how we go.
Alright, Thursday, it's late, coffee day, shopping day. My chickies are hiding from the rain. The cat's harassing me. But Tony is picking the orders from our market last night.
Yeah, not too many orders. It's a bit of a quieter one, but we're going to take a week off, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but because we're running into the problem, because we do about 8 different sets every week, but we're running into the problem of similar sets being put up because there's only so many new sets. We're getting similar stock coming through, so we're thinking about taking a week off. Not 100% sure yet, but that's where we're sitting. Okay, it's a little accessories for this one. 114.
I'm finding the little accessory packs I do and the little pieces, rather than the minifigures, sorry, it's going to be upside down, are selling more.
18 or 19.
Alright, if I can focus. There you go, like I did a little Ninjago.
Cool. I'll just turn that
These
over.
little safes, we had 4 of those.
Yeah.
So shit like that is selling way more than the minifigures.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. It leaves us going back to sort of like having a think about it. We get it probably all up over about 4 or 5 markets. We've got about 10 different people. Some of them are doing one-offs, some of them are they'll buy every week, which is cool. I think the longevity of it, possibly, if we keep going at a consistent thing going every Wednesday, we'd see more people. Perhaps the minifigures could be cheaper. That's something to look at to bring them
Because
down.
right now what I'm doing is if it says like $6 something on Bricklink, then I'll just make it $5. Whatever that first figure is I take it down one.
Yeah. And perhaps they're not cheap enough, so I've got to weigh up costings and stuff like that to see if it's worthwhile doing it that way. We obviously don't want to make them too cheap because then it doesn't make any sense. It's not feasible. But also on that same note, anything that we don't sell on Facebook, Trade Me or Bricklink is going to be no fees. So it's something to sort of add to the equation, if you will. But yeah, these will be earmarked for. Well, a lot of this stuff will be earmarked for Trade Me next. So I'm going to be doing a bit of a big upload today on the Bricklink side of things and the Trade Me side of things, seeing what we can do there, because I think I might have a sale next week on Trade Me where I bring everything 20% off and get through a whole lot of stuff and see how that goes.
So things like this, my camera's having real problems focusing today. There we go. It's like a Ninjago, sorry, it's a fire shooter thing. We'll probably just list that on Trade Me. Instead of pulling it apart.
I reckon. I think that we need to expand our range on Trade Me with the accessory type things.
These little accessory packs. We'll put them on Trade Me. See how they go. There's Harry Potter stuff down the bottom. We might even combine all that and make it one big Harry Potter listing. But yeah, stuff like this that I make up can then go on to Trade Me as.
Yeah, some of them won't. I think that these here won't.
The dragon heads.
Possibly those won't.
The
and
wings.
the leaves might go as a 1. But yeah, no, I think these little things could be, I mean, we're seeing a lot of them sell through the Facebook and they're not that much cheaper altogether. Like we sort of just make up prices for some of this stuff. I don't sit there and calculate the individual, every single little thing because I'd be there all day. But we're getting a sale was the point. And with Bricklink, you have to go in and select exactly what you want, or you have to create a wanted list and click go. Whereas with Trade Me, a lot more people there, it's more accessible to people. When we've put accessory packs on in the past from used lots and we've made them up, they've sold really well.
Yeah. So like that's a good example. Can you just spread it out a bit now?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a bit of random everything.
Yeah.
So that's.
Did you take that?
That's used.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, it is too. Yeah, used. Yeah.
So this is out of my used lot. So this is like basically the shit I'm left with after doing my minifigures in a used lot. I can make it up to like a weapons pack or an accessory pack, or so that's just got like a bunch of everything in it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much do we sell it for. $4.
Yeah, it's sitting there for 4.
Yeah.
And
so
it'll easily be worth more than 4.
Yeah.
If you calculate the individuals of it all, but. It just means that they don't have to click, like if you're a Bricklink customer, you have to click every single item there if you wanted it, or have an item list that had all of that, or you can just click go once on Trade Me and boom, you've got everything.
Or if you're like a mum buying for the kids, like it's a good little.
Yeah, a lot of parents, if you're buying for kids, they won't be accustomed to Bricklink, and that's where there'll be a difference in it. That's why we sell so many minifigures on Trade Me and they don't sell on Bricklink, because people are buying for their kids, or they're using it as the toy rather than the hobby as such. So, yeah, it's just about appealing to the audience and the customers. So.
Side note, these Ninjago wings are freaking awesome.
Yeah, they are pretty cool, but I don't know if they're going to sell that well.
They're cloth?
Yeah, we've got some already and none of them have sold so far.
Yeah,
they are pretty cool, but you have to get someone that wants that's going to actually use that specifically for the thing. It's quite specific in what it is, and those sorts of things, they sit around a little bit.
I'm tempted to put them on Trade Me.
I'm not against that. Not against it.
Always take it down. But yeah, I'm moving a hell of a lot better today. I went and got the groceries, slept well last night. So that's good because I'm kind of back to, I'd say, about 85% good. Just noticed we're filming this, how dirty the cat bowl looks. It's because our cats are pigs, so there's just biscuits on the floor.
Hercules.
Yeah, is he there?
Yeah, he's just sitting on the floor. I think he wants to sit in his seat, but his seat's not under the table.
Oh, so that's his chair, and you can tell by the hair on it, and he sleeps on it all day. Hi.
Do you want a hand, mate?
I'm really shitty because his chair's not pushed in.
Yeah, I'll push it in.
So Tony will pick all the orders off this. I don't know if you've got any more to go.
No, that's it. I've done, so that's what I mean. We didn't sell too much this week.
Didn't even sell the dino, which I'm real gutted about.
it's our quietest week, but it also means as well, on the flip side of that, there's going to be a lot of uploads to TradeMe, so
Yeah.
that'll be my job later on. Pip's job to take photos, my job to list them all up, so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
So we'll crack on with shipping and find my coffee. Where'd you put my coffee?
It's on your workbench, it's ready to go.
Which means I've got to go to work.
Yep. Sweet.
Now explain to everyone what you two hillbillies are doing.
Just screwing a hole through this lamp that we got yesterday, and
Will that screw go through the hole?
yep, just good fit. And we're gonna screw it to the stud, then it's a hoary downlight.
You guys are horrible.
Oh, obviously there's no power.
Dumbass. And it's at our kitchen table too, by the way, guys. Just...
Solid piece of concrete in the base of this, so had to manoeuvre it a little bit, but she's all good.
Alright.
We found something. If we were to go that high, would that be too much? No, I reckon about that high, eh? Oh, we'll plug it in and have a look at what that...
One there,
Yeah,
so there should be one here somewhere.
because we're about 600, eh?
There's one there, I think.
Sweet. Yeah, we can go on that one. About yay high. You want to go like there?
Or maybe have it how high you want.
Yep, that's good, because I can always move this thing too.
It's not hard. Take your head around it with it.
Nah.
I'll put a hole in about there somewhere.
Yep. It definitely sounds
Where
different.
did I say? About there?
Yep. And you know you got it right because it's what it takes to do it.
Whoops, might be a bit of dust there.
Oh, she's alright. Sorry. It's always one idiot. It's usually me.
Yep. It's always you, dude.
It's always me.
I'll just put that screw in and take it out again. Just to... Whoops.
You alright?
What's-
Oh, she's all good. We'll cover that.
Yeah, the lamp will cover that. It's fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Unplug it. Fucking hell.
Philip with their genius ideas.
I'll
Put it in the hole.
Can you see it or not?
Yep, it's in there. Sweet. Straighten up, little soldier. Oh, I'm done again.
You want to put the cord over it, darling?
Yeah. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
That's real good.
Fucking hoary fucks, man.
Wow, this is gonna be brilliant. We'll sell some Lego today.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll.
Ah, no, I need to re-blue tack that.
Yeah, but that's where it'll sit.
No, I've got to band up the cord.
Okay. You do you.
I will. Right, so that's how Tony hoarily installed his light with the help of my father. Good job.
Very good.
Okay, so we are on Thursday morning, just about lunchtime. Soggy day here. Not much happening. I'm going to get out and do some shipping, some putting away stock now that I've got a new light, which is going to be really good. But just sort of go into detail about a customer experience I've had. This is a customer that's actually reached out. We're going back to March. They placed an order. They live in Australia, and
they purchased something from the store. It was just one item. This has happened quite a few times. It used to happen a lot more often. Doesn't happen so much now. But they purchased an item. They neglected to see the shipping costs in the terms page, which are quite clear. And then they cancelled it once I gave them the shipping cost. It was, I think, $14.75 to ship to Australia. I don't know if we've upped our price. I think it's been about the same since then. So we actually take a loss at the moment for shipping to Australia. But that just is what it is. Until I update it, that's just what it is. They didn't really reach out in terms of communication to me. So they just placed a thing through Bricklink saying they wanted to cancel their order based on the shipping cost was too high. I place feedback, and I just place neutral feedback when this sort of thing happens. To me, there's a few things that get missed. If a customer actually reaches out to me and says, hey, look, I stuffed up here, I'm very sorry, can I cancel this? It's too much. Usually, or an apology or something like that, usually I go, okay, all right. Or a new user is a common one. That usually happens the most when people are new users. They don't really understand Bricklink. So I'm more lenient in that case. I'm like, educate them a little bit. I say, hey, just in future, sure, no problems, in future, this is how it works. There's a terms page, just have a look at that and, understand where the seller is actually located before actually hitting that go button. And hopefully that helps educate them to not have that problem in the future. But this person didn't do any of those things. And they've just reached out to me now to ask me to change the feedback. I won't put the name up there because I'm not into naming, shaming, all that sort of thing. But they've said on here, I've just got an email this morning. It says, hi mate, hope you're having a good day. Just going through my feedback forum, and I've noticed that you have left a neutral comment after I cancelled an order earlier this year in March. I was hoping you would reconsider changing it to a positive. Unfortunately, I either made the mistake not asking for a quote, or I didn't have the option prior to place that order. As per the order, I've just viewed it again, and the reason for the cancellation was the item was a minifigure head, approximately 60 cents, and the postage was $14 to Canberra, which I think is ridiculously expensive. Kind regards, and then their name. I obviously hit back. I just took a little bit of time to actually go into the order, help myself understand where it was left, what actually happened in this order, because March is a long time ago and I get orders, we get quite a few every day. So it took a bit of time to just understand all of that before reaching back to him. And this is what I said. I said, good morning, thanks for reaching out to us regarding your order. We usually don't change any feedback unless the issue is resolved, as it shows a clear indication of how the trade went, and that is what the feedback is meant to represent. And that's how I feel. If you are a seller, or a buyer, and you get feedback, the feedback represents exactly how the trade went. Just because someone's unhappy with your feedback, unless something changes to change your opinion, unless there's a further, back and forth, an apology or something like that, or possibly communication before we got to the point of just a cancelled order, it's a fair. It's how I felt, and it's not a negative. So I said, I definitely agree with you. The shipping cost is ridiculous, but unfortunately, that is the cost for us to ship orders, and it is clearly stated on our terms page. It appears like you've used Bricklink for a while now, so I would imagine you understand it is standard practice before buying anything on the site to carefully read the terms page before considering purchasing anything. A neutral feedback is not a negative feedback also. It does not change anything in regards to a positive or a negative. It is simply neutral. There is also no communication regarding the cancellation before actually cancelling it. No email or anything of that nature to help understand you made a mistake. It was just cancelled, and the comment was that the shipping was too high. I've checked other Bricklink stores that are in New Zealand, and standard shipping to Australia is around the same price with every store. As this is what it costs for us to ship something to Australia, the shipping price is not too high. That is the cost for us. In future, I recommend reading the terms page before placing orders, as this sort of transaction is a muck around for the sellers. We picked an order, we packaged it up to provide the buyer, a quick transaction, filled out the customs form card, only to have it cancelled, and this wastes time. We have not yet even received an apology for your mistake, just providing you a bit of perspective from the seller's point of view. Kind regards, and then obviously myself. And this is exactly how I feel. It's not fair when a buyer just goes ahead and does that sort of thing. And then some sellers, they wait for the payment before they actually do anything with the order. Most of the time I actually do that, you know. Very few instances I actually pick an order before I actually receive any money. But you know, these sorts of things, unless there's some sort of communication, some buyers actually go and try and provide the best service they can. Some sellers try and provide the best service. It's not very fair for a seller to just hit go and then have nothing else after that. You know, I just don't like it. If there's some sort of apology, if he comes back and he apologizes, I'll probably change it to positive. But I don't feel it deserves a positive. A positive is a completed transaction. You know, both parties are happy. All the rest of that. So let me know how you feel about this sort of thing. Other Bricklink stores would most probably have similar experiences when it comes to this sort of thing. Again, with new users, I help educate. I don't actually provide neutral or negative feedback when it comes to that. When it comes to feedback, I either leave no feedback or I provide a positive one. I very rarely provide a neutral feedback or a negative one. I think there's only one negative feedback that I put on Bricklink. I could be wrong, but I think there's only one. But let me know your thoughts. Does everyone else have this problem? Am I sort of out of tune for acting this way? Yeah, drop a comment in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. Okay, it's just before lunch on Thursday. I never got to my 1,000 pieces yesterday, so I'm going to completely wipe this out today. 2,400 parts. I've got a lot to actually do to sort of tidy things up. There's just a lot of little bits and pieces lying around, haven't quite tidied them up, bits left over from this and that, and they just need putting away. So today's going to be spent eliminating this pile here, which is all of that. 2,400 parts there, probably not that many because I haven't deleted a few of the things that we put into the market from last week, so I'm going to wipe that all out. I'm also going to just spend some time getting rid of these, getting rid of some, taking some photos. I'm going to get Pip to take some photos. She's actually out having coffee with her friend, which is cool. So we're going to take a few photos today and get some things listed on Trade Me and just have a tidy up. Like even our cart, once we're sort of half dealt with something, we put it under there. That needs cleaning up because there's too much things there, and what happens is things get forgotten about, and then obviously I go back to it. Once I go back to it, I'll probably forget about half the stuff that's on there. I'll pick it up and I'll be like, oh, I don't know what happened here or what needs to happen to this. So I'll need to have a clean up of that, get it all cleaned up, and make sure I'm on top of everything. Otherwise, it'll all get on top of me. So I'm going to spend some time now hitting that before lunch, and then I'll probably wipe it out after lunch once Pippa gets home.
Hello. There we go. Friday night. Raging Friday night.
Raging Friday night.
I didn't cook dinner because I can say that. So Tony's having vocals with Marmite on it for dinner.
Yep.
Dinner of champions. Chubby wants some, but she's not allowed any. Yes, that Lego has been sitting on our floor for a week now.
We're over that. Yeah. Maybe a week.
Maybe a week and one day. We just drove to, where do we go? Petone, Seaview, out those ways. Because this set here was on Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Real chill day today. It is brand new. The only thing is the box has been opened, but everything's still intact. So that's exciting. And it's been opened nicely, like they haven't popped the silly tabs, they've actually just cut it open. So that's cool. So I'll just seal it up. And then, so they had that listed for what, 75, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got that one too. Sorry, that freaking light's running away. So we got that and that for 100. Now the Lego Movie 2 one is worth...
It's worth about 70, 75 on Bricklink average price at the moment.
The turtles.
And the turtles, which is the main piece we got this, that was sort of like a throw-in. I was like, yeah, sweet as. The Ninja Turtle one is going for about 240 odd, 250.
This is what Chubby does when she wants us to share our food with us.
She never actually eats it as
No.
well. She sort of like licks it a couple of times and sort of puts it down. And it's like, I think she just has a fetish for watching people eat food. It's
She's
real weird.
so normally I sit there. God, our couch is horrible. I sit there and Tony sits there and Chubby sits in between us. But yeah,
She likes Marmite though. So
she loves.
she'll have it.
She'll eat it. What else? Oh, I finally got a Sharky net today. Again, brand new on Facebook for $50 and the pillow. So my back's still sore, so that's gonna be me. I got my Sharky mat. I borrowed one once, but my back went out and it was amazing. So Tony's gonna sort some Lego. I'm sure he'll talk more about that.
Oh yeah. Probably won't go into detail tonight about sorting Lego. I'm just going to watch TV and just sort Lego. I found this watching some of the vlogs online of other people. David West is someone that creates content as well. He's got a sort of like a vlog. He's got information, really helpful. You can also download this off one of his videos. It's a video on sorting used Lego. Really helpful. This is going to be the start of pretty much. It's a document that goes into categories on sorting Lego, and I think that from my guess from when past watching this video, because I remembered it from a couple of months actually watching the video, and I only downloaded this tonight, is that he gives this document to other people. And they go and sort the Lego. This is pretty much a document for people that don't know, you know, the categories he wants, and this is explaining all the categories that he wants his Lego split up into. Then he receives it back, and then that's how he puts it into the store. I'm going to go a bit further deep dive into this and create categories and write their numbers down as well. So it might help me when I go to putting in used stuff, because that's one of the time consuming things, is when they're broken down into categories, they sort of are very difficult to understand what is you know, what the pieces are, what the numbers are. Until I get more familiar with that, this is going to be pretty much a cheat sheet for me. So once I'm done, I might put such a document up on the page, and anyone can download it and use it themselves if they want to, or even like me, adjust it and go even further for their own needs. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about tonight.
It's a real chill night, not doing anything. And it's nice not to have any kids in the house, to be fair.
Yep.
Is that alright, Chubby? Grumpy old wench. She's so grumpy. She's like, give me some toast.
She's not having any toast.
No, she'll just sit there until he's finished eating, and then she'll follow him into the kitchen. Alright, we will crack on with our amazing Friday night.
It's Sunday. This will probably be the last entry on the vlog for the week. Just wanted to recap just what I've been up to this weekend. I have been sorting that lot. The bin's finally gone. We have a blanket that is on the clothes horsey. So I got to a point where I was sitting on the floor here going through it, and I got a few lots, containers all sorted out, but then I decided to just go against having everything and having been able to sort every single little infinitesimal thing. This is the result, a very much smaller container. But basically I took out all the older bricks and I put them there. I've still got some there that I've got to put in a bigger bucket. I took out plate pieces, bricks, tile pieces, dots, and jumpers, and then I got some Technic pieces, but I think I'm going to give it a bit of thought on what exactly I define as a Technic piece, because some of them are sort of Technic and some of them are not. I'll have a think, but I think the best thing to do here, and the best thing that I've done, is give it a little bit of thought and actually go through the process and do it, and sort of figure it out along the way. Like now I think I might put, and the next time I do sort, I'll put all tile pieces round, and you know, anything that's got a flat edge like that is, you know, one single dimensional type stuff that's reasonably flat, not like a curve or anything like that, like a slope piece. Also slope pieces, you know what it does. Chubby's been trying to get on my knee for the whole morning, waiting patiently for me to finish. What it's done, if I can zoom out a little bit, there we go. Oh, hold there a sec. Alrighty, what it's done, also taking so much away, has been able to leave the rest of it there, and now I can see a bit better what I'm getting a lot more of, and how I can sort that better. Inverted slopes and normal slopes is a category I'm going to go for next time. Nice and easy to identify those and then put them in their own category. So next time I'm going to get more categories, but I think I'm going to go with how I would like to sort it, and then also upon the next phase is washing it. Once I clean it and get it out the other side, the input phase as well. I'm going to see where I run into problems through that phase, and identify those problems and then hope to make them better. So I think, long story short, the only way to really understand the best way that's going to work for you to sort things is by doing it yourself and going through. I'm going to obviously document my my findings on how things worked for me. If you've got any thoughts that work for you, pop them down below. Happy to listen to other people's thoughts on how they go about sorting used Lego. I know this is probably one of the bigger problems it comes to when sorting Lego. One massive thing that I came into that was probably the biggest eye-opener was a lot of the time I get to... Oh, I'll just turn you around. A lot of the time I get to the end of a lot and I won't fully finish it. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes I should be making. When it comes to used lots, well, when it comes to Lego, all of the smaller pieces fall to the bottom. Those pieces are still worth quite a bit of money, especially printed pieces and stuff like that. Like going fully through them, I've got a lot of dots here. Those there, in terms of a piece count, are going to rack up real fast, I imagine. Yeah, I think I don't... when you don't fully sort something, you probably chop your leg off a bit when it comes to the value of what you get out of something. So that's probably one big takeaway that I've got from this exercise on fully sorting a lot. I am going to take another crack at that and another time, probably next week, and go through things again there. But in the sort of the want to move things along and actually get some of these in the store and not have them sitting around, I'm going to put a pause on that and not sort anymore, and I'm going to get all of this cleaned and all of this in the store next week. Also finished up a new lot. I finished putting that into the store early this morning. I've been up since I think 4:30, so I put the rest of that in so I can start off next week with a clean bench. Everything's pretty good. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet weekend. Yeah, not too bad though, pretty productive still, even though it's been a quiet weekend. I think that I still hit, yes Chubby, you can come and sit down. I still hit my 1,000 pieces just about every day. Today I had 1,000 pieces. Yesterday I didn't. I solely worked yesterday on sorting, and I sorted for about five or 6 hours I think during the day. I don't like to work too much on the weekends, but we had no kids hanging around, so I just sat in front of the TV and slowly, quietly sorted. This is something that I can definitely put in a Ziploc bag type situation, much like I've seen on a couple of other channels. Just off the top of my head, Ruff's Bricks, he would in the past, I'm not sure if he does it still now, he would put sort of in a Ziploc bag, weighted bags, I think from memory, maybe like a kilo at a time, or they probably use pounds or something like that at a time, and then he would take one away and sort it, or he would give it to his sorter, dedicated sorter. So I'm thinking about things like that as well. Chubby's face. And I'm also thinking about things that I've had in the past, thoughts in the past, where I contract out sorting. In the past I have hired someone. They didn't sort to the degree that I wanted them to, so for me, I took a lot of lessons off that. One is that obviously I'm other than Philippa, one of the only people that actually really care about sorting Lego in terms of getting it in the store, because we see the profits and the benefits from it all. Sorting Lego can be a very tedious job if you're not motivated to do it. And the second thing is, I noticed it on a couple of other channels too, their method of getting out of having time wasted because you pay by the hour, would be to give them a weight and say, here you go, once you sort that into these categories, you know, you would receive the payment for that. So sorting by weight, and it also allows them to go away and do that in the sort of privacy in their own home. Maybe they do exactly what I do, sat in front of the TV yesterday and just slowly potted through something. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to make a situation in my head work so then I can push it out and have people do that sort of thing, because I know that at the end of the day I can still work 60, 70 hours a week. Not something I want to do really, but when you're growing something you can work that long, and there's a limit to how much work you can do and how much you can put up and all the rest of it, and at the end of the day I have to duplicate my set of hands one way or another. So yeah, those are my takeaways. Small parts, they do matter. When you get to the end of the lot, don't give up, because you'll probably find, you know, maybe 20% might be sitting in the bottom there. I luckily have a big container at the back of every single lot I've ever done in the past, and just gone, all right, well I'm just going to give up on this lot because I've finished what I can see the good parts, tipped it in there, and I've just carried on with the next lot. So luckily for me, I have the opportunity to go back and actually maybe undo my mistakes. It's going to be a lengthy process, and I'll probably document that on a future vlog once I fully figure out what I'm doing here with these bits and pieces. And obviously another big thing next week is I'll show the results of just how much pieces, dollars worth, is actually here out of this lot. We only paid $100 for this lot, so we've already made our money back in terms of minifigures and stuff. We've already received the sales from that as well, having the quick turnover on sales from Trade Me and the Facebook market. So yeah, this is all profit now, in terms of time didn't matter and my work didn't matter. But yeah, so I'll leave it there. If you're still watching, thanks for watching. It's always good to. Probably this week's been a longer one because I think I've worked just about every day this week, and it's been good. It's been productive. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.